Hey y'all, it's that time again. It's Math with Mrs. Peters, the crazy cat lady of Hiram High School. Today's topic, function characteristics, part 2. Alright, now, here's all my odd degree positive coefficient functions. Today we're going to talk about what happens when x goes to the right. In other words, I'm going to get me a nice colored straight line here. Okay, I'm going to get me a nice, there, that's a pretty nice one. Okay, I'm going to talk about what happens as I travel to the right. What happens to my graph as I travel to the right? What does my picture do? Does my picture go up or does my picture go down? So as x goes to the right on all 5 of these pictures, what does my y's do? Guys, remember, this means y. Okay? Well, as I go to the right, my y's go up. Now, let's look at what happens if I go to the left. Okay, if I go to the left, what does my picture do? For every single one of these, as I go to the left, my y goes down. Now, here's the important math writing. Okay, this is how you have to write things in math, because the symbol infinity is actually telling us direction. Okay, so x goes to positive infinity, that means it goes right. Y goes positive infinity, because on y, to go up is to go in a positive direction. So as x goes to negative infinity, and that means goes left, f of x, okay, y goes to negative infinity, which is a down direction. So what you need to remember, and here's the important part, look at a graph, okay, x's in this direction are going to positive infinity, x's in this direction are going to negative infinity, okay, y's up here are going to positive infinity, and y's down here are going to negative infinity. So let's look at what happens when we have an odd degree and a negative coefficient. As x goes right, the f of x's go down. And as x goes left, f of x goes up. So let's write this in math. Goes right, my f of x goes negative infinity. As x goes to positive infinity, oops, excuse me, negative infinity, f of x goes to positive infinity. Remember, this means up in terms of my y values. Let's look at even degree positive coefficients. All right, as x goes right, as I travel to the right, okay, my function goes up. Okay, let me get that line out. Let's look at this again. All right, as I go traveling to the right, my picture goes uphill. Okay, so that means as x goes to positive infinity, y goes to positive infinity. And as I go traveling to the left, what's going to happen? My picture is going to go, x goes left, f of x goes up again. Okay, so as x goes to positive infinity, y goes to positive infinity. So if I have an even degree positive coefficient function, I know what it's going to do way out there beyond the picture of the graph. Beyond where we can graph, we can predict that at least my graph is doing something out there and what it's doing. I may not know the numbers, but I can predict. Remember, that's what graph's all about, is predicting the future. So when I have an even degree negative coefficient, upside down cups of water, if you remember from the last lesson, okay, as x goes to the right, f of x goes down. And as x goes to the left, f of x goes down again. So let's write that in math. Not positive infinity, negative infinity. because I'm going left. Then f of x goes negative infinity also. So, with that said, you get to fill in this lovely chart because that's your notes. Have fun. Talk to y'all later. Hope you have a good evening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and study hard, write your questions down, and bring them to class. Talk to you later. Bye.